Have you ever wondered why the hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of our lives? This is a question that many of us ponder when we face adversity, a powerful force that shapes us, molds us, and transforms us into stronger individuals. Adversity in its many forms is not merely a hardship to endure. It's a catalyst for growth, a tool for shaping character, a crucible where our mettle is tested and our true strength revealed. It's during these challenges that we discover our resilience, our courage, our ability to adapt and overcome. Imagine a piece of coal, unremarkable and ordinary, yet under intense pressure and heat, it transforms into a diamond, one of the most precious and strongest materials on earth. Much like the coal, we too, through our adversities, are shaped into stronger, more resilient versions of ourselves. As we dive into this story, remember that diamonds are made under pressure. Meet John, a man whose life story is a testament to the power of adversity. John was a man of humble beginnings, living in a small town with dreams as big as the open sky. He had his share of struggles, personal losses that shook him to the core, financial hardships that tested his perseverance. But John was no ordinary man. He was a warrior, a fighter who refused to be defeated. The first blow came when he lost his beloved wife. The grief was unbearable, yet he chose to face it head on. He spent days, months, even years mourning, but he never let his sorrow consume him. Instead, he used it as a catalyst, a driving force that propelled him forward. Then came the financial hardship. He was laid off from his job, his only source of income. With a family to feed and bills to pay, this was a nightmare come true. But John didn't let his circumstances define him. He started from scratch, took up odd jobs, worked day and night until he could get back on his feet. His mindset was his greatest asset. He believed in the power of resilience, in the strength that comes from within. He knew that adversity was not a stop sign, but a teacher. It taught him patience, persistence, and above all, courage. He learned to embrace his struggles, to view them as stepping stones towards his goals. John's journey was not a walk in the park. There were days when he was on the brink of giving up, moments when he questioned his choices. But he chose to forge ahead, to keep going, to battle through the storm. He knew that the darkest hour was just before the dawn, and he was ready to wait, to persevere, to fight, and he did. He fought with all his might, with all his courage. He faced his adversities one by one and emerged victorious. He proved that the hardest times do lead to the greatest moments of your life, that adversity does create strength. John's journey was not easy, but it was through these trials that he discovered his strength. So, how did John transform his struggles into strength? It's a question that begs to be answered, and the answer lies in John's unique approach to adversity. John knew that he could not conquer his trials alone. He recognized the importance of having a strong support system around him. He leaned on his friends, family, mentors, anyone he trusted, to provide him with the guidance and encouragement he needed. These were the people who reminded him of his worth during his darkest hours, who pushed him forward when he felt like giving up. But a support system was just one piece of the puzzle. John also had to alter his mindset. He began to see adversity not as an enemy, but as an opportunity. He understood that the hardest trials often lead to the greatest triumphs. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" he started asking, "What can I learn from this?" John realized that every challenge he faced was a chance to grow stronger, to develop resilience. Every setback was a lesson, every hardship a stepping stone towards becoming a better version of himself. He learned to channel his pain into strength, his struggles into motivation. And as he navigated through the stormy seas of adversity, John began to change. He transformed from someone who was overwhelmed by his difficulties into someone who embraced them. He stopped running from his problems and started facing them head on. He became more patient, more resilient, more tenacious. These adversities, these trials and tribulations shaped John into a stronger person. They led to the greatest moments of his life. They made him realize his potential, his worth. They taught him that he was capable of overcoming anything life threw his way. John's story is a testament to the transformative power of adversity. It shows us that it's not the hardships we face that define us, but how we respond to them. It's a reminder that our greatest strengths often come from our greatest struggles. His adversities were his teachers, his strength was his graduation. Now let's distill John's story into actionable insights. John's journey wasn't a walk in the park, it was a climb, a struggle, a battle, but he demonstrated the power of resilience in the face of adversity. Like a bamboo tree, he bent but did not break. He showed us that resilience is not just about bouncing back, it's about growing through the toughest of times, about learning from our setbacks and using them as stepping stones. But John didn't do it alone. His support system played a crucial role. His family, his friends, his mentors, they were his pillars of strength. They provided him with a safety net when he was at his lowest and a cheering squad when he was at his highest. So remember to surround yourself with positive, uplifting people who believe in you, even when you find it hard to believe in yourself. And then there was John's mindset. He refused to see his situation as a permanent setback. He chose to see it as a challenge, an opportunity for growth. This positive mindset was his compass, guiding him through the storm. It kept him focused on his goal. It kept him moving forward. So when adversity knocks on your door, remember John. Remember his resilience, his support system, his positive mindset. Embrace these qualities, cultivate them within you. Remember, adversity is not an obstacle, but a stepping stone to your greatest self. So what can we do when adversity strikes? It is in these moments, my friends, that we must choose to see adversity not as a setback, but as an opportunity for growth. Embrace the challenges, face them head on, and remember that the hardest times lead to the greatest moments of your life. It's time to take a step forward, face your adversities, and remember that it is in overcoming them that we find our true strength. In the face of adversity, choose growth, choose strength, and most importantly, choose to rise, to